Dun 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 dun. This is Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC. It is July of 2023, and I am back with my co-host and friend and co-host and friend, Avi. And now we're going to take a look back at 2007's Die Hard 4.0 in some countries, or here in America, Live Free or Die Hard. Live Free or Die Hard was one of the movies that I got the chance to thankfully see with my dad when my dad and I used to go to the movies before his health condition in 2017. We went to go see lots of movies together, and one of them in the 2000s was the fourth Die Hard movie. Quick little thing I want to say about Die Hard 4 movie to compare it to other movies before I get Avi in here is that similar to how there was a 12-year difference between Terminator 2 in 1991 and Terminator 3 in Rise of the Machines in 12 years, there's also a 12-year difference between having Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance in 1995 with Die Hard 4 Live Free or Die Hard 12 years after the third Die Hard. Both movie franchises have a 12-year difference between two movies. Having said all that, welcome back, Avi. What are your initial opening thoughts when it comes to Live Free or Die Hard?
I thought it's very. I thought it's very glad to hear that he's back again. But except now he's not Bruce Willis bald now.
Yeah, he liked to keep the bald spot in this one. Yeah, bald completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
but also,
sure.
But then they had to rate it to PG-13. That's very quite disappointing. It's the first.
I want to make a comment about that. So yeah, when that rating came known first, and they told us it was going to be PG-13, at first it upset me, but then having seen the movie, I still think that Live Free or Die Hard's PG-13 movie ended up being a better Die Hard movie than Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard from 2013, which got an R rating, but the R rating didn't save the fifth Die Hard. But there's enough to like about in Die Hard, Live Free or Die Hard 4 in 2007, even with the PG-13 rating, that couldn't save Die Hard 5 at all. So, what are your thoughts of it getting a PG-13 for this?
Well, sometimes not that quite instant, since now that everyone wants to tone it down the violence.
Supposedly, there was an outside cut or director's cut that was unrated or such.
Director's cut was on DVD.
Yeah, there's supposed to be an unrated cut where there's more violence or more whatever. What I didn't like about its PG-13 is that at the end, when he's facing off that main villain guy at the end, who's kind of a weak baddie in my opinion of all the bad main villains. We'll get to that in a bit later about the villain part. When they're in that whatever the warehouse, excuse me, the warehouse or whatever that was, and of course he's got the gun on a bad guy on him, and they're together, and he says, the signature line, yippee-ki-yay, and it's like it's PG-13, so he didn't actually say it like the other movies. It's like, you can't neuter that line. That line has to be said how it was intended. So, but that was one of the bad things of its PG-13 rating as far as getting that signature line out. But still, Live Free or Die Hard as a PG-13 was still a better Die Hard movie than that last awful Die Hard 5.
You know about when the first Die Hard was about to show on television, before the cable, if you watch only a cable, not the cable, because they toned it down the language and violence to make it more like PG-13.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Basic. Back for that is like basic cable would ruin movies like that. Like you want to watch the actual VHS or DVD or whatever the things are, because on TV, basic cable, it's going to do stuff like that you just mentioned and cut off the actual real.
Only if you watch on HBO, because that's
right. Exactly. It's intended. Yeah, a movie like this, like the first one or the third one, it's intended to watch on an HBO type way where they don't limit how things can be said and done. Yeah, for sure.
Because sometimes the funny thing is about the first Die Hard, they say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. They tone it down or make it different. No, that's why I said this is on Rumble. This isn't on YouTube. YouTube, how long we would talk, it would not have a good audience retention. So I just put them on the Rumble instead. So in any movie or thing we ever talk about, like I said, I don't like to neuter people's language. So if you want to say the F word or S word or whatever word, talk however you want to talk. I don't tell people how to speak. If they want to say a certain curse, if that's how they feel or want to say in reference to a movie or whatever the case may be, say F this, S that, whatever you want to talk. I don't neuter language, and it'll still be monetized on Rumble regardless. Let's talk about this villain for a sec. Okay, I thought this guy, Timothy something. I thought he was kind of. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he also was in like the original Hitman movie. I thought he was kind of, and probably on other whatever shows you said, like on an HBO.
And the girls next door, and the girl next door. Yeah.
Wait, which girl next door are we talking about?
Movie, the girl next door, Alicia Coates-Barton. He plays some kind of porno producer.
Hold on. Who are we talking about now?
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh yeah. That's the main villain. What else was he in? What was he doing?
Mostly he's remembered as a TV series Justified.
Okay, she was on a show called Justified. Okay, yeah. I don't know him from too much. I just thought that for me, he didn't really draw my attention as far as villains go like that. I thought he was kind of like a weak villain, as opposed to, of course, the number one villain, Hans Gruber in the first movie, and then the second one villain being main villain to be as good as him after the first, which is his brother Simon or whatever.
Simon Gruber?
Yeah, Simon Gruber in Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance, which was that?
It's played by Jeremy Irons.
Right, Jeremy Irons, who also really plays Alfred in Ben Affleck Batman movies really well as well.
And he's the voice of Scar in the original.
Oh, that's right. You with the Scarlet Lion King people. Yeah. So, long story short, that first and third movie main villains, they're something to have. But this Timothy guy, he came off as kind of blah, boring as far as villains are concerned. So let's go
with the cyber terrorism.
Yeah, with the cyber terrorism. Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about that. So each movie is based off like a different novel, and this one is about like cyber terrorism. Now, John McClane, Bruce Willis, he's kind of like an old school analog type guy, so he doesn't understand any of this technology going on. Yeah, he has to share it.
Social media type.
Yeah, not into knowing any of that stuff. Yeah, and he has to share a scene or so with Kevin Smith. They apparently tried to work together.
Warlock.
Say again.
Called himself Warlock.
Yeah, he called him the Warlock name. They had to work. They worked together in a movie in 2010 where they didn't get along. Well, and what's that?
In the movie called Cop Out.
Right, the cop. They didn't really get along with that movie, the cop movie. Yeah. So he's an analog guy having to deal with all this technology. What I thought was kind of interesting is when the bad guys took all the electronical grid off of DC and all these places, and they're having to figure out how to get the electronics back when it's all turned off. And then he has a sidekick in this movie. We Justin
Long.
Yes, he first has a sidekick with Samuel L. Jackson in the third movie, but now in this fourth movie, he's got Justin Long, you said, right?
Yeah,
and as I told...
Stuff about the teenagers.
Right, exactly.
Movies about...
Oh, yeah, he was in teenage movies, yeah. Teenage type movies. So like I said, what I want to say it again one last time is that I thought it was interesting that after a 12-year long wait between Terminator 2 Judgment Day to Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, that this also now has a 12-year wait between the third Die Hard movie and now this 2007 one. But I would have been okay if it just ended at the end of Die Hard with a Vengeance, but I guess they kind of had an idea now for the fourth movie.
It's money, yeah.
Yeah, of course, money always. Again, what do you make of it? What do you make of finally in all instead of the first three previous movies? What do you make of Bruce Willis having a bald head in this one?
Well, sometimes he hasn't changed much since does a hairstyle anymore. He needs something new, but something a very badass type.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I get all that. Yeah. So one thing I thought was kind of ridiculous in a certain scene, you'll know what I'm talking about, is when Bruce Willis's John McClane is outside and he destroys a helicopter with a car. He does some sort of stunt where the car destroys the helicopter. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and also almost get lost in the tunnel
as part of the tunnel, yeah. What else did you want to say about Justin Long and his character?
Well, even though sometimes Gabriel to be out there wants to eliminate all the hackers about something he knows about the source, I still don't get it.
Right.
Even though Justin Long's the most important hackers about to know the secret way about the meaning.
Right. Okay. So in the original classic, Die Hard 1, there's pictures of John McClane and his wife with their kids, with their young kids. These young kids now, in this Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard, we're introduced to his adult daughter, played by
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, what did you make of her? Did you like her in this?
Well, I like her. He becomes a rebels, but now it becomes like now the story about like said about the wives. First movie about wives being hostage. Now this one's gonna be like the opposite of the concept of now the daughter's been held hostage, and it's not takes place at Christmas time and now it's the 4th of July.
Yeah, I always thought it was interesting that it took place during the 4th of July, and it was also released in the summer. And like I said before to open, these were one of the many movies that I got to see with my dad. And yeah, at first I thought, wait, PG-13? And how they neuter that yippee-ki-yay line at the end, I'm like, but then it's apparently there's some sort of unrated cut which has a lot more going on than the PG-13 cut. But still, I found that this PG-13 Die Hard 4 Live Free or Die Hard is still a way huger, better movie than ending on that sad, bad note of Good Day to Die Hard in 2013, which is absolute garbage.
And also, another thing is about this is the first movie, the first movie that the story takes place more than not just one whole day, but more than by like 2 days.
Yeah, a few days instead of one day. That was also a different touch about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and also. But even they have to still have the same concept of all the Die Hard movies. It has to do with about the elevator parts.
Oh, of course. There's always an elevator in each of the movies. Yeah. For sure.
In the movie.
Yeah. I liked her when I saw her. I thought, of course, it was kind of obvious how she gets kidnapped and having to be saved again by her dad. And but outside of her, let's briefly talk about the main villain guy's henchman woman, the Asian woman.
Maggie Q.
Yes, that's how you say her name. Before this, I only really knew her from Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah, but she never appears in another sequel, Mission Impossible. But she's also the television star. Like
yeah, what kind of television is she in?
Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland plays the fictional president, and she plays the main role in Nikita.
So all those different kind of projects for TV there. Okay, yeah, I thought it was very I also thought it was interesting in the scene where she's trying to attack John McClane, Bruce Willis, and he totally crushes her in that one scene. And then when the main villain guy finds out, he's like, "Oh my God, he killed my girl there."
Yeah. They decided to blow up all the factory.
Yeah. But like I said, I thought outside, around the tunnel stuff you said, how he has a car destroy a helicopter is absolutely.
The car's on fire.
Yeah. It's so Fast and the Furious-y. Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, even though and also what's attractive about the highway destruction about the one about where the Gabriel alternate the jet fighter jet fighter.
Yeah, the jet fighter part. Yeah.
The targeted at the truck with Bruce Willis riding, and it costs as everything's all CGI.
Right, I got too much CGI there. Did you ever get to watch the unrated cut over the PG-13?
Yeah, on DVD.
How was it? Did it end up being on DVD? Did it end up being a better movie than the PG-13, or about the same?
Just unrated. My brother Harry, we just watch only unrated.
Okay, so when you guys watch the unrated, was there more violence and was there more actually saying yippee-ki-yay, the actual line?
Yeah.
Okay, more violence on the line. Good. Okay. Yeah, like I said, whenever we work on anything together, feel free to talk however you want to talk. I don't restrict language on here. Let's say, what else do you think the audience should know about Die Hard 4, Live Free to Die Hard?
Also about let's see
check the page for help.
Yeah, there's the film climax originally involved McClane's racing alongside the exploding gas pipeline on a motorcycle with Matt in the sidecar. The idea involved Gabriel trying to kill McClane and Matt by routing gas to their location through their pipelines.
Something about pipelines with the main villain. His name's Gabriel in this?
Yeah, the Timothy Oliphant.
Okay, because I think Gabriel is also the name of the main baddie for Mission Impossible 7.
the Gabriel, the Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be called Gabriel also. Okay, so what else? Any other trivia in there?
There's when Thomas Gabriel pulled up John McClane's record, it says in 1990 that McClane stopped the terror attack in the Chicago airport.
Oh, reference to the second movie. What was that, a reference to the second movie?
The events took place at Dulles Airport, Washington, D.C.
Okay, so that was a reference to the second movie there? Was that?
That's reference to the previous one.
No, the previous second movie, yeah, nice touch.
It's a continuity error, yeah. Not Chicago. The makers of the film hadn't even watched the earlier films.
Right,
they
exactly.
didn't know about it.
Of course not.
And also, what's good about they saw the fake message on the television screen about the blowing up the Congress.
That was supposed to be fake, right? That happened on the TV was a fake thing, right? But it was just like supposed to scare the people, right?
Yeah, I thought they do they borrowed that from Independence Day. Yeah, blowing up the White House.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, now that you mentioned that, I think the sequel of Independence Day in 2016 was a little bit too little too late. Like, no one really cared for it like the Independence Day sequel 20 years later. It didn't really do much for people, but yeah, that's the Independence Day part of this. Any other, we talked about some of the characters, we talked about some of the action, about the unrated and the ratings, and about Bruce Willis and him, and a few of the other characters there. Is there any other? Yeah, sure.
In the beginning of the film, John McClane and Lucy have an argument that eventually leads to them discussing her use of her mother's last name, Gennaro.
Right.
A similar argument takes place in Die Hard, when McClane is searching for a location for his wife, Holly, in Nakatomi Building.
Oh, they both...
But does find...
Right. They both had arguments about the last name, yes.
Gennaro,
yes.
The best fighter under the name Gennaro.
Now, as part of the plot development of those characters, by the end of the movie, did the daughter say her actual other name instead of Gennaro? To be like, okay, I'm okay that it's this other last name as well. Wasn't that part of it? I think she said, towards the end, she was okay with John McClane's last name instead of her mother's. I think they said that at one point.
It's reconciled.
Say again?
And the first film in the series where the antagonist does not use a fake accent. In Die Hard, Hans Gruber faked the American accent to fool McClane. In Die Hard 2, Colonel Stewart fakes a Midwestern accent while guiding an airline pilot to crashing into the ground. In Die Hard with a Vengeance, Simon fakes an American accent while posing as a city engineer.
Yeah, that's interesting how in the first three Die Hards, the accent thing happened. Now, what happened with the fourth movie? No accents at all?
No accent.
Okay, right, yeah.
That was something
that would have made this fourth one better if they had an accent thing going, but I guess to make it different, there's no accent stuff there.
On the DVD commentary, director Len Wiseman discusses the backyard Die Hard he shot when he was younger. At least one of the shots from it was used in this film. And Wiseman acted it out for Bruce Willis during filming so that Willis would duplicate it.
Well, there was talk in the 2010s of possibly having a Die Hard 6 that might have also been directed by Len Wiseman, but I'm glad they didn't continue with a Die Hard 6 prequel. I think that would have been bad, and it's already bad enough how Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard, ended the series on such a bad, horrible note that I thought they could have ended it either at the first Die Hard or at the end of the third one. But yeah.
They also, remember you saw the Terminator action figure?
Sure.
The Terminator action figures in Matt's apartment is a nod to executive producer William Wisher Jr. And composer Marco Beltrami.
Okay.
Wisher co-wrote they appeared in the Terminator and Terminator 2, and Beltrami composed the score for Terminator 3, Rise of Machines.
What was it saying about Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines?
It's Beltrami. The Terminator action figure is in Matt's apartment is a nod to executive producer. The executive producer that Live Free or Die Hard is Willie Wisher, who wrote and acted in the first two Terminator movie, and the composer, the music composer for the Live Free or Die Hard is the composer for the Terminator 3.
I like that connected between what you just said all there because of what I said earlier about a 12-year difference between both franchises of certain movies in both franchises, 12-year difference. So that's neat. How about the casting there and the producers?
And what do you think, Kevin Smith, about now they need another ally to give information? It's Warlock.
Yeah, I just thought with the cop movie 3 years later, it seems that Bruce Willis and Kevin Smith don't really get along in real life, so they had to stop working together after that. But I guess they needed his character to try to help with the whole plot situation of the whole technology stuff, cyber stuff going on.
Right. All right. And also because Bruce Willis knows about the poster of Boba Fett. Are you a fan of the Fett?
Oh, Boba Fett. Okay.
Because the
Yeah.
actor plays the main villain, Timothy Olyphant, later on, who will star in another join the Star Wars franchise in the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett.
Okay, yeah. I watched online recently that Daisy Daisy Ridley? They said Daisy Ridley, and then it looks like I just saw something today with John Boyega. It sounds like both of them are coming back for more Star Wars, which I honestly did not like the Rise of Skywalker from 2019. So just like I have no intention after 2019 to see any more Star Wars movies with any of them, and I also had no interest in Indiana Jones 5: The Dial of Destiny. Though if you see Dial of Destiny, you'll let me know what you thought of it. But yeah, I'm not excited like I used to be decades ago about Star Wars. I thought Disney is destroying Star Wars in a way that make people not want to come back to it.
And so also about but recently with that you heard about the Emmy nominations
Tell me what the latest update about the Emmy nominations.
Well, I just said they had a new category for best game shows, outstanding game shows like the Jeopardy and
Jeopardy's going to be part of the collision of with no writers on Jeopardy. All these shows won't have new episodes with this whole writer's strike.
And also all right, here's another trivia.
Sure.
One of Matt Farrell's hacker pals is named Clay, a clear nod to the alias Hans Gruber uses when he accidentally stumbles across McClane unarmed while searching for identity at the Nakatomi Plaza diehards.
What was it saying? What was it saying there?
One of Matt Farrell's, the Matt Farrell's played by Justin Long, hacker pals is named Clay. A clear nod to the alias Hans Gruber uses when he accidentally stumbled across McClane unarmed.
Okay. Oh, so that there was another reference to the original first movie then. Okay.
The name Gruber used to fool McClane was Bill Clay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So also about Justin Timberlake was intoxicated. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, no, I heard that one before. Yeah. During the time they were thinking about maybe casting Justin Timberlake as some part to go along with McClane, but they ended up not using Timberlake at all for any of that kind of stuff.
And also there's while in early development with the script that was eventually discarded, the movie had been given the subtitle "Tears of the Sun."
Right.
Bruce told the studio he would commit to do it to a Die Hard 4 if he could use the title for Tears of the Sun.
Right, but that came out in I think 2003.
2003,
yeah. So he made it a way that I'll do this Die Hard if this other movie can be called that. Yeah.
The Tears of the Sun script was written by Alan B. McElroy in 1990s, but it wasn't originally written as Die Hard 4. Instead, it was about a group of people who go to Amazon to set up a radio relay station.
Right.
When their plane gets stolen, they are captured by drug dealers to work as slaves in their mines.
But now, is Monica Bellucci in that? I think Monica. Yeah. I like her.
However, they manage to escape to the jungle and end up having to run to fight for their lives. Interestingly, the ultimate plot to Tears of the Sun involves a team of Navy SEALs led by Bruce Willis, Lieutenant A.K. Waters, venturing into the Nigerian jungle for surgical extraction. A single Italian aid worker, played by Monica Bellucci, refuses to leave without 70 residents of the village she's been helping. This extraction return mass rescue mission is all the more complicated by the fact that the group is being reverselessly tracked by a ruthless band of soldiers in the middle of the developing civil war.
I liked her in the original Matrix sequels, Reloaded and Revolutions, and the Matrix sequels, Matrix 2 and 3. I also liked her in Spectre, Bond 24, as
Spectre, she's too old to play a Bond girl.
She ended up being the oldest Bond girl at like 50-something. I thought they should have used her much earlier. She should have been Paris Carver in Tomorrow Never Dies, but unfortunately they didn't choose her over instead of Superman girl woman. What's her name? But I liked her. I liked her a lot, Inspector. But I thought they should have used more of her, not just the one scene.
And also, do you know Monica Bellucci's first acting role is in Francis Ford Coppola, Dracula.
Dracula, which he also still worked with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, if anybody hasn't yet seen John Wick Chapter 4, I enjoyed it. Catch John Wick Chapter 4 with Keanu Reeves if you haven't seen it yet. Any last few trivia before we go over some memorable quotes?
When McClane is driving in New Jersey and talking to the chief captain in Camden, the guy's name is Wiseman. Same name as the director Len Wiseman, although pronounced Wiseman.
Right.
This was how most crew members thought his name should be pronounced. The voice is the director himself.
Okay, all right. Are there any noteworthy trivia you want to still say before we go over the memorable quote lines?
Tom McClane's date of birth is viewed as May 23, 1955, when Thomas Gabriel looks at his dossier. You look at his birthday.
That part there about the birthday is interesting. I always thought it was interesting also that even though he's supposed to be American in real life, it says he was born in Germany. So unless it's an American military base, he was indeed born in Germany, which hopefully was still an American type of way. But yeah, born in Germany was Bruce Willis, and it's very unfortunate what happened with his whole health condition.
Also, there's a part about the fear of flying, about it, like in Die Hard.
Yes, Die Hard 1 and 2, Fear of Flying, yeah.
This film addressed the apparent continuity error in the earlier installments. McClane is afraid of flying in Die Hard and Die Hard 2, without Die Hard with a Vengeance. Here he explains that he took flying lessons in order to face his fears.
Right, yeah, he faced the fears about the whole flying thing, for sure. This is my second favorite sequel. My favorite sequel of all of them is Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance, as my number one top sequel, but in a close second, my second favorite sequel here now is Die Hard 4.0 or Live Free or Die Hard. There's enough going on where, even with the PG-13 rating, I enjoyed it way more than Die Hard 5, Good Day to Die Hard.
Right. Okay, so, and also, let's get to the quotes.
Sure, let's go. Memorable quotes. Here we go.
Right. And let's see. Map out to Lucy. Wow, I know that tone. It's just weird hearing it come from someone with hair.
Okay, what else?
John McClane. Also, I liked about this. Another thing I like about this, Bruce Willis fights against an acrobatic person.
Yeah. For sure.
Hold still, Spider Boy.
Yeah. I like that scene too. Yeah. That's nice.
It's like never do, because Die Hard with the Vengeance might be Bruce Willis might face up against an acrobatic guy.
Hold on. You're breaking up a bit. What were you saying about Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Because besides Live Free Die Hard, he faced up to the one with the acrobatic person.
Okay.
But previously, Die Hard with the Vengeance shows about he's once fighting against one of the big guy.
Okay, so what happened? What happened with the Vengeance? What happened with all that? Did he kill the guy?
He whips him with a chain.
Oh, okay, something with a chain there. Okay, some more quotes.
You know what you get for being a hero? Nothing. You get shot at. You get a little pat on the back, blah 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 blah. Attaboy. You get divorced. Your wife can't remember your last name. Your kids don't want to talk to you. You get to eat a lot of meals by yourself. Trust me, kid. Nobody wants to be that guy.
Okay.
Did you see that? Yeah, influence ran from his car. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. I did it.
Right. Yeah.
It's his car.
Yeah.
Right? Oh yeah, little Asian chick that likes to kick people. I don't think she's gonna be talking to anybody for a really long time. Last time I saw her, she was at the bottom of the elevator shaft with the SUV rammed up her ass.
Oh, that was good. That was a good scene. The good quotes. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I know I'm not as smart as a guy with all this computer shit, but hey, I'm still alive, and I mean, you got to be running out of bad guys by now, right? Huh, Gabriel? Honestly, you can tell me. I mean, how does that work? Got some kind of a service or something? Some kind of 800 number? 1-800 henchman? Oh, you know what? I bet you're still on hold with. Can I get another dead Asian hooker bitch over here right away?
That was good. I like good delivery of those lines as well. There, nice.
Right? What? The Warlock said what? Well, you're a big fan of the Feds? Standing next to a stand-up cardboard cutout Boba Fett? No,
Oh, Boba Fett.
I was always more of that Star Wars guy.
More of okay, all right. Yeah, like I said, after Rise of Skywalker 2019, I have like zero interest in seeing any more Star Wars.
You can hopefully because also the new Star Wars series called Star Wars Endor. It's got
yeah, I don't watch the shows. I don't watch the TV shows either. No. All right, some more quotes.
Matt showing interest in Lucy, but McLean says, "That's all we've been through. I hate to have to beat you to death."
Okay.
Dad, stop it! I mean, Dad, you said your dad was dead. What? Oh yeah, Lucy McLean. Dad, stop it! I mean it. Jim says, Dad, you said your dad was dead. What? You told this jerk off I was dead? You actually said that? I may have exaggerated a little bit.
I might have exaggerated. Oh, very good, very nice. All right, so did you have any issues or problems with this movie, or did you like it for the most part?
I like it for the most part.
Yeah. Me too. I thought that even with the PG-13 rating, it's still being like an okay-ish sequel, and nowhere near as bad as it had to end with that last movie. Any more quotes? Or are we good with quotes?
That's enough of this kung fu shit.
Enough of the kung fu shit. I know what you're talking about with that scene too. Yeah.
But seriously, all that kicking aside, that skinny little ninja chick, she was smoking hot. A new one of those is going to be real hard to come by, right?
All right.
Thomas Garrett, we are leaving in 3 minutes. Push the computer towards Matt. You have one. The Matt says, the rules haven't changed, man. You're going to kill me the minute I unlock it. Thomas shoots Matt in the leg. Thomas grabs Lucy and puts a gun to her head. Matthew, I really need you to pay attention. The rules can always change. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to shoot her in 10 seconds. Wait. 9? I can't. 8? I can't. Thomas shoots her twice. Okay. 6. Okay, stop. I'll do it. It starts to unlock it.
Right. Yeah, see, Gabriel... what was his name? Timothy. He just didn't seem imposing like the first and third villains. He just kind of seemed like he's not as interesting or as well at main baddie guy as the other ones. He just kind of is there. It's blah.
And also, there's another movie that the first 2 movie ends with the Christmas song about Let It Snow.
Right. Yeah.
But this movie, it takes place 4th of July. They play the music by Creedence Clearwater.
What is that from? What song is that from? Clearance.
The song, they used something for the patriotic music for that.
Oh, okay. Was it some kind of patriotic type song?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
Country and the Americana type.
Oh, okay. So it was kind of patriotic and Americana there. Okay. All right. So let's see. What are your final thoughts and opinions on Live Free or Die Hard?
Well, it's hard about everything about cybercrime is very stupid about when we face these social media.
Well, this was 2007. So in 2003, I don't know if you remember, we had MySpace. But what are you saying exactly in reference to the 2007 social media?
Because reference to 2007, even what we're facing now is about everything are against artificial intelligence. Because that means, are you fighting up against any cyber issue?
Oh, so what are you saying, as opposed to 2007, what is the different of the social media take between both?
something about the artificial intelligence is very too stupid about like.
Well, actually, it's actually not stupid now because in 2023, this whole artificial intelligence talk is very much in the public knownness. And actually, when you get a chance to finally see Mission Impossible 7: Dead Reckoning Part 1, a lot of the story and plot has to do with with the team having to face against artificial intelligence.
But can you hack the artificial intelligence about to make sure about to correct it to the?
I mean, it's a big issue. It's a big artificial intelligence. There's so much to talk about. That's a whole other topic outside of the movie. But I think for 2007, this was you had MySpace in 2003. Facebook came out in 2004, so people were still on Facebook in 2007.
Well, I don't use Facebook, but I have no WhatsApp.
That's good. Well, Facebook and WhatsApp are still the same company, but that's good to know that you don't use Facebook because honestly, Facebook is a huge waste of time. But WhatsApp actually has a use for like international communication.
Yeah.
I like I said, it's my second favorite sequel. I like that he wanted to be bald, so he kept it bald. You bring in the adult daughter in. Yeah, she's easy on the eyes. The adult daughter character. I mean, I don't think it's as good as Die Hard with a Vengeance, which we'll get to next. But yeah, like, and I'm glad you got to see the unrated cut. So now I want to ask you, what would you grade or rate this movie? I would give it a C+. What would you give it?
A C.
Also a C? Yeah, a C as well. Just to let you know, we are currently 36 minutes in. 36 minutes in, just to let you know time-wise. Yeah, is there anything you want to tell the audience, either about Live Free or Die Hard, or anything else that you think they should know that we're talking about so far with all this? Anything else?
Something like, well, not quite, but you know, hard to keep imagining everything about the fandom it collects.
About the which collect? The what?
About the hacker collects.
Oh, the hacking, yeah. They
like on and
yeah.
Even if be a nerd, it's like it'd be like
yeah, hacking. Hacking's always going to be an issue for sure, no matter what. Hacking will always be an issue.
Or games in the action genre.
What about the action genre?
It's like war games, but mixed with the action scenario.
Oh right, yeah, right. Well, I don't want to give too much away since you haven't seen it yet, but yes, artificial intelligence is part of the story plot-wise of the most recent Mission Impossible, which hopefully you'll catch soon with your brother or something to go see the new Mission Impossible. We're now 37 minutes in. Anything else you want to tell the audience before we start to wrap everything up?
Right. Well, for the injuries about the...
Wait, what injuries? What happened with injuries?
There's something like, in order to prevent possible injuries to be in the peak condition for this film, Bruce Willis worked out almost daily for several months prior to filming. Willis was injured on January 24, 2007 during a fight scene when he was kicked above his right eye by a stunt double for actress Maggie Q, who was wearing stiletto heels. Willis described the event as no big deal. When Len Wiseman inspected his injury, he noticed that the situation was much more serious than previously thought.
Oh, okay, something with the stunt there, part with the fighting scenes. Yeah, I always like that Jackie Chan, Keanu Reeves, and Tom Cruise, the three of them, do for the most part their own practical real life stunts, as opposed to like other characters getting a stunt double. Jackie Chan, what was the second one I said? Keanu Reeves and Tom Cruise, all three of them do their own stunts for the most part. Yeah.
What about any superheroes? Actor play superhero have their own stunts.
They have stunt doubles. They don't probably do their own stunts in those.
Or they have computer animation.
Yeah, something with computer animation, CGI, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so if everybody's enjoyed this so far about our talk about Live Free or Die Hard, in our next Die Hard installment, we're going to be talking about the third movie, Die Hard with a Vengeance from 1995. All right, stay on the line. Don't disconnect so quickly this time. We're going to do my closing lines now, okay? Avi, stay on.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Everybody, support your local movie theater throughout the decade of the 2030s to see a big theatrical-like experience with great picture and sound, with a community of strangers in a community-like experience like no other, to keep the big movie theaters in business, like AMC here in America, because Well, it's so awesome to watch a movie with everyone and get everybody's emotions into it. Because why? Because streaming online at home is just not the same thing at all. Go support the movie theater experience and don't stream online at home until way after the movie got out of its theatrical window. And we'll see you next time in Die Hard with Avengers Die Hard 3. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi. There you are, staying on. And Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out till Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance. Dun 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 dun. Thank you, Avi. It's been great. This is a great episode. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We'll see you next week for Die Hard with a Vengeance.
All right.
All right. Take care.